right. Welcome to, oh no, Zach disappeared. Oh no, I don't know where he went. Well, anyway, there he is. Got to add Zach. Zach, where'd you go?
You started the countdown, and my screen stopped working on StreamYard.
That's where, like I said, so I sent you the link early because StreamYard was having issues, and it took me like, about a dozen tries to get a studio set up. But we're here. This is episode 200, and like, we've been doing the latest iteration of this podcast for quite a while. Well, I'd say we started going live at about episode 130 when Joey Fitzsimmons used to be the co-host of this thing. And yeah, you have joined on and we've kept on going. And it's been growing and we enjoy it. So yeah, what's new with you? Have you been doing any racing?
I went racing about 3 weeks ago, I think, at Queen City.
Okay.
April, I guess it's almost been a month.
Yeah, because I think you were talking about that last time. I think I
Yeah.
was talking about going to Omaha.
Yeah, that's the 19th was the last time I raced. So
Oh,
it's almost been a month.
man, but Hoosiers getting close. They're getting
Yeah,
real close.
well, we'll see how that goes. I don't run stock. And
Well, here's the
they're
thing.
not running mod to start, so.
Here's the thing, though. Would you, just to get the community to grow a bit, would you not run stock?
And do what? Put them. I no.
I know what you mean.
I'm gonna go like. I mean, there's gonna be a few guys that are gonna be good, but like, even as good as these guys are, like, I'm gonna put them a couple laps down, and then I'm gonna go put the other guys like a lot of laps down, and like, I'm not trying to.
But then you become the carrot.
I'm the carrot already.
You become the carrot. I mean, it worked phenomenal for Del Judas.
Yeah. I could. The stock setup actually works pretty good, or the mod setup works pretty good in stock.
Yeah.
I have right now.
The reason example, like Joe 3 and I, we don't need to do parking lot racing, but we do it because A, it's fun, and B, to help make it grow.
I mean, I put together a Shepherd document to try and help, and
okay,
like, if I have time, I might go up, but like, I don't know, man. Stock's not my thing.
Well, what if they get mod going? Let's say you and
Nick, of course,
Nick Reppin.
So there's 5 of us already.
Yeah,
but they don't want to run mod to start. So.
Oh, I gotcha. So
yeah, but maybe it's just a summer thing.
Could be.
So I kind of talked to him briefly about it, and that was the heartbreaker, because that's a little different than I was under the impression.
Sure.
But that's okay. And if they don't run mod there, like, it's not the end of the world for me. Like, I'm still
pick up a Euro truck.
Dude, I've sold like 3 Euro trucks.
I know, but
you're talking laps, and we're talking minutes in Euro truck.
Yeah. So Mike Winder's
like Ungaro.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a bit. Mike Winder's checking in, man. We're going to talk about the new Schumacher MI10. Yeah. I can't wait for you to walk us through that, because it's a cool looking car, but it's like, yeah. But I've done a little bit of racing the past couple of weeks. So the only clay event that I would really consider going to there's a few, but my favorite has always been the ProTech Spring Championships. It's been at the Hobbyplex every year. And this year, Alex is like, you know what? I'm going to throw a wrench into this. I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do. And what that is, all the racing was heads up. So I thought he was going to do Reedy style qualifiers. I was wrong. So we did Chili Bowl style qualifying.
What
So
is that?
so first you seed, and then just to keep math easy, they put the odd numbers 1, 3, 5, and so on in one qualifying heat, and 2, 4, 6, and so on in another heat. And then you race the order you race in heads up eh, for 2 rounds. So the first round you race in how you seed. The second round, they invert the field and how they finish round one. And then the third round, he reseeded again between 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4, 6. So it sounds complicated, but it's not. But A, it was all heads up racing. B, every qualifier counted. Okay. There were no throwouts. Like a good example, Dane Gangler, he's always been one of the fast, like mini truggy guys there. He broke out of a qualifier and barely made the A main.
Oof.
Yeah. And that's probably why
I like that though.
Yeah. That's probably why I made the A main and truck. It was because I finished mediocre in all three and I qualified 8th. My main was garbage, but I made the right call of switching to truck instead of buggy. Yeah, it would have been a nightmare if I would have ran buggy because I haven't been running on clay. And it was such a different drive. But so take that all into consideration. I really liked it. And you know what? By the main, it was close racing. We were all most of us, except if you broke out of a qualifier, I'd say all but 2 or 3, we were all where we were supposed to be. And the racing, dude, like
It's great, isn't it?
yeah, dude, we like by the mains, we were racing like, we raced all weekend. We didn't do the IFMAR heads or the IFMAR qualifying, and then we're dancing around each other in the main, not knowing what to do.
I know. I like heads up racing more and more, especially when you get in with like a group of guys.
Yes.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
And I think like we should change the format to more of that. Like we do like a seeding as qualifying, kind of
Yes.
F1-ish.
Yeah.
And then we do like heads up racing for the rest of it.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm not saying, hey, let's do this for the Roar Nationals or the IFMAR Worlds because those are different things. But for
Yeah.
a big regional event or a club
Club
race or anything, I mean,
think
even
it'd be fun.
a big national event, it would work great
Mhm.
as long as you let people know. But
Yeah.
I think there are 150-ish entries, but Alex and the whole Hobbytown crew hit it out of the park. I always said, Alex has never had a bad layout, and this one the layout was super fun. There were really high speed parts. There was lots of room to pass, different lines.
Good. All
Yeah.
the things we complain about weren't
Yes.
there.
Yes. I was a little bummed out because they had a Saturday race the week after or 2 weeks after, and nobody showed up because of the fatigue from the race.
Mm.
You always get that after a long weekend event. But
I'd be at the track every day if I could.
yeah, no, me too. Yeah, it was a ton of fun. Tom Rindernick was the pro there. He won both 2-wheel and 4-wheel, but that does not tell the story of it. Nick Gibson was your top seed in both 2 and 4 mod. And Nick Gibson ended up third in both 2 and 4 mod, but Alex Vanderbeek was putting serious pressure on Tom Rinderdick. So was Nick Gibson. Caden Bearding was fast. All these regional guys were putting on a crap ton of pressure on Tom. There's this dude from like the Kansas City area, I want to say, or maybe Topeka, around there, named Mason Herrick. I've raced with Mason I've raced with him here and there. That freaking guy is always there. You make a mistake, he's going to pick off a spot. And yeah, he finished 5th in both 2 and 4 wheel, but dude, and again, great time. Alex did a great job with this race. You know, I want to say, did he win 40 plus? I gotta look because I think I almost jinxed him because he always goes, man. It's like I get into a lead and I crash and I blow out. And during the main, he got in the lead, he crashed, but he didn't blow out. So it's like, all
Sounds
right,
like I'm racing out there.
yeah. Let's see here. I'm looking expert. A2. Oh, there we go. 40 and over. Yeah, Alex beat Dave Albrico by 2-ish seconds, which was pretty close the whole race. So yeah, I mean that great time at the Hobbyplex. 2 weeks ago, we had our 5th scale season opener at Southern Minnesota RC Raceway. And again, it was a light turnout because it wasn't a points race. It was just the opener, swap meet, that type of thing. I almost, the more I think about it, sorry guys, I'm sick and my nose is runny. The more I think about it is the more I wish I would have bought them. There was a guy there with a set of TQ10 wheels and tires, brand new in box. And why that's special is the TQ10 was a specially made RC10 for Horizon that had special wheels, special tires, and a different graphite chassis than the graphite car. You cannot find those things. It's like, I'm like, man, I'd love to buy it, but I have no use for it. And then I'm driving home in my truck. I'm like, so what? You do collect. Why didn't I buy these things? But yeah, no, 5th scale was great. I ended up 3rd, but it has nothing to do with my truck. I made 24 seconds in mistakes. So it's like there's like 2 or 3 minutes left to go, and I'm doing quick laps, but I know I'm not going to catch up. So I back up a little bit, and then all of a sudden, Senior is slicing and dicing with me. My dad, I built a truck for him. All of a sudden, he's slicing and dicing with me, throwing fenders at me. I'm like, oh, crap. He moved into 3rd for a while. I'm like, is this guy going to take the last podium spot with the truck I built for him? But
I was going to ask how your dad did.
No, he did well, and now he's super into the truck. He really, I mean, yeah, he's into it. So, I got him a different motor because it came with a 26cc, and that thing is a turd. So, the motors,
what do they normally run? 50?
32. Yeah. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but man, 7 cc's or 6 cc's is a bit.
That's like 12%.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, Mike Winters is saying TSR car outdoor race in May 24th. Are you going to that one?
No, I'll be on my vacation. So Mike, there'll be a mod class there, but I won't be. So I'll be on vacation from the 14th to the 3rd of June.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be gone a while, man.
Yeah, it'll be great.
God. Where are you going?
So we're gonna drive to Vancouver.
Yep.
And then we are going on a cruise, and then we're gonna road trip back through Canada.
Where's the cruise going to?
Alaska.
That's what my daughter's doing, dude.
Yeah.
She's going in July.
Is it a Disney one or is it?
Oh,
what is it?
It's she flies to Seattle, and then I think she flies up from there. I can't remember exactly, but I'm excited for her because she goes on to these trips for Girl Scouts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
2 years ago, she went to Key West.
Is that based on how many cookies you push?
No, but it does help you pay for it, which she does not push cookies, so we pay for it all out of pocket.
Ah,
I wish she would,
you know,
because
let me tell you, one of the biggest disappointments in the 2000s decades is the downhill slide of the Girl Scout cookie.
oh, totally.
They used to be pretty good, and now I won't eat them.
When she first started selling them 10 years ago when she was a little brownie, they were so much better than they are now. Totally. Um, yeah, I mean, it was yeah, but she is just, you know, we were not poor, but we didn't have the money for those types of things.
Right.
So now that she has the opportunity, I'm gonna let her. It's one of those things.
So Jeremiah
Yep.
wants to know
Oh
for
yes.
parking lot racing, if he runs, do I expect what's left of my car to get destroyed?
Your chassis is gonna get scraped up pretty good.
Right. It's like running on asphalt. Kind of
Yeah,
what I expected.
yeah. I would run clay tires. We learned that. Do not run carpet tires, run clay tires. And if you need some, I have some for you. Um, yeah, Jeremiah and I have been racing together since we were 12.
And he also wants to know about fifth scale. Do
Yeah,
you run gas and electric together?
we'll talk about that in a bit, but
Oh,
absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
And
Billy
then,
Jones, yeah.
yeah, I don't know, Billy. My wife said she wanted to go on a cruise, and I said, okay, honey, let's go. And then I paid for it.
It's a big chunk.
Yeah, it took a while to save up, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being a little facetious, but
Plus, just for Jackie is like $2,500.
well, it's three of us, and it's
Yeah.
less than that for the. Well, no, it's more than that, but less per person.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we, yeah. So I don't know. It'll be fun. I'll take
Yeah.
lots of pictures. I'll
Yeah.
post them on my personal Facebook page.
Yeah.
Um, if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, it won't be any family photos, but it'll be of the nature and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yeah, freaking my son, Joe 3, doesn't care, but my daughter cares, so I post very few photos of her. I had to post one of her in her prom dress last Saturday because
Yeah.
it's just like, man,
How old's your daughter? She's 16?
17.
17?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep. So
Oh
I'm
boy.
yeah. So I mean, I'm excited for Jackie. She's gonna go into a very hard field and she's gonna have a lot of school in front of her. So I'm happy that she can have fun now.
Okay. Is she want to be the vet? Am I
Yes.
remembering that right?
Yes. She's gonna have her associates by the time she graduates. Actually, so it's fine. One of her friends has her associates or generals, but
Mhm.
she doesn't have enough credits to graduate high school. Tell me how that
Oh,
works.
associates when she graduates high school.
Yeah.
I thought, well, because some of the the college courses, like the
Yep.
vocational
Yep.
type things, you can earn a regular college degree alongside your physical college degree. I don't know how to,
Yes, so yeah, right now she's working with all of her AP classes.
Mhm.
By the time she's done with school, she's gonna have an associate's, just her generals done. 2 years of college done.
That's great because those classes are BS.
They are. They're total. And I still think in some way or another she still has to do a. I don't know. My buddy Chris Mickelson actually walked me through it because I'm like, well, should Jackie go to a community college for her first couple years and transfer? I had a bunch of questions for him, and he's like telling me what's important. And it's like, I just sent screenshots to my daughter because I'm like, I don't know what the heck he's. I mean,
Yeah.
she's so much. I don't know, man. And yeah. So anyway, um, so we had some big racing happening this weekend. It was, I'll be honest, I didn't watch a lot. I mean, I watch laps here and there, but it's the Lone Star Challenge, but it is also used as a world's warm up. There's a lot of crap talking and this and that, and who's saucing and who's not, and X,
Can't
Y, and
sauce?
you can't sauce at the Worlds.
Okay.
You can sauce at Lone Star. You
Well,
can't
yeah.
sauce at the Worlds.
Hmm.
Well, anyways, I mean, Ungaro just took everybody
Ass
to cleaners.
whooping.
Just everybody. And it's like they must I think you were the one that mentioned a new tire. Or they must
Well, I
be
did because so Matia's normally pretty good, but he's
Yeah.
not like
He's not in front of Mayfield, usually.
or Fuller or Rivkin or
Yeah.
like especially at home track. Like he's
Yeah.
like mid to the back A main, like 10 to 5 to 10 ish. He's like really good guy, but he's not the fastest guy.
Right.
So the only thing that I see that him and Ungaro have in common are matrix tires.
Yep. Are they
So
both no, because Mateo's S Works.
yep. And they're different electronics.
Yep.
Or well, engines, I'm sorry.
But 2 pillow ball cars.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? The Techno is C Hub, right? And
Yes. Yes.
Fuller and associate, we have you have Agaro, Mattia, Mayfield, Fuller, Rivkin, Rose, Lemieux, Fee, Little Bump,
Yep.
JC3, Barufalo, The Fish, Hend, Van Dalen, Yao, Cole, the
Well,
list goes on and on of
yeah.
talent.
Van Dalen and Fenn didn't finish the A, but so Seth was running up towards that fifth-ish area, fourth, fifth. Something broke or let loose or whatever. Dakota, it's like he was running 10th through 12th until he either broke or decided to pull it.
Just having a rough weekend. I don't know. Sometimes he was killing it at PMB.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, I mean, most of these cars are pillow ball cars. Is the X-Ray's a C-Hub, right? No, it's a pillow ball.
X-Ray's pillow ball. Yeah, so
I mean, I think the only car
Kyosho is also a C-Hub. That's Fee.
Okay, so we have
there's a couple, but
you got Mayfield and you got Fee. But for both Mattia and Ungaro to come over to a USA style track,
yes,
and beat everybody, and Dakota had an off weekend, but
Ungaro, man, the smack he laid down, that's different because it's like Mayfield and Fuller were on the same lap as Mattia. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ungaro was a lap and a half up on Mattia and the rest. It's like, holy crap.
For Nitro, yeah.
Don's wondering if there are any prototype parts being tested for the absolutely. I guarantee every race they go to.
I bet all of the Associated probably has the next prototype car.
Yeah.
I'd say the same for X-Ray.
Yeah.
And then S Works probably has some prototype parts. They're not normally for new cars all that often.
Right.
I would probably say no or very few new parts for the Kyosho. And is Barufalo, what is he on? Is he
Oh, shoot.
Infinity?
Is he?
I don't remember anymore. Let me see
I
if
can't either. He has to be Infinity.
sometimes the No Name RC podcast has these nice graphics.
Yes. Or yeah,
Pull that up.
Elite didn't run it. But
okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh. Kyosho for Barufalo.
okay.
I
drive
would.
it? Is
Jonah Sparko.
So Sparko's another C Hub car.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dude, there's too many cars. I can't keep track.
There are. But regardless, 2 pillow ball cars on Matrix tires take the win.
Yeah. Well, and then you have Fenn on Matrix tires blowing it out.
I don't think that really I mean, the main, yes, I think he had where did he start? Because I want to say he had a better qualifying effort than sorry, I'm pulling it up here, guys. Let's see here. World's Buggy. So he qualified. No, he did not have a good time. I take that back.
18.
That is rough. So, hey, he made it up to the A.
He did. Did he do that on the
So would that
have a last chance qualifier, LCQ?
No, they ran quarters, semis, etc.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of wondering where we should know this.
Look, I was busy.
I was busy too.
I mean, Dakota ran his best time was a 17:10.19.
Yep.
And Ongaro ran a 17:10.0, almost 20 seconds better.
Yeah. And that's not going to do it at the Worlds.
No, and that's a lot of time in Nitro Buggy.
Yeah.
And then you add pit stops and all that into it.
Yes. At this point, you should just stay in Texas till the Worlds. I mean, I don't want to be. Oh, Ryan Pavitas was running.
I mean, yes and no. He has a lot of races between now and then. I'm sure he's going to be at like Wicked Weekend. Is AMS before? No, AMS is after the Worlds. I don't know, man. There's too many races.
Well, hopefully he got good notes.
It's the World's warm up. Maybe he's trying some weird stuff and had a bad.
Very well could be.
It didn't work.
Yep. But so Dakota started 9th in the semis, and he made it to the A. So that is pretty good. I don't know, man. Yeah, but yeah, I think Fenn will get it figured out. But I would be a little bit nervous if I were him. I mean, he clawed his way to the finals, but he was riding around in the back. That's
very unlike, because I mean, I don't know the surface, and maybe he made a bad tire choice or something. Maybe. I don't know.
Like
because if he didn't bring enough, well, he's not on J-Con anymore.
No, I know, but J Concepts made a post saying we're trying these 3 tires and none of them are a clear leader,
But if he didn't bring any of the right tire, and let's say Mattia and Ongaro did, and they didn't have any extra sets for Dakota, like.
I'll tell you what, that would be a massive slap in the face if you don't have tires for one of your top drivers and he's your UST manager.
Well, no. I don't think so, because let's say it's Dakota's fault. He forgot them at home. He didn't think they would work. Sure. Something like that.
Yep.
And then, he got there, and I don't know, this is all speculation. I haven't talked to him. But, and they brought tires that he didn't have. And they only had like 2 or 3 sets each.
So, BJ said every class except for World Buggy could sauce. So, A-scale Nitro Buggy could not sauce. But that's still you're putting sauce and crap into the track.
That's true, but then it's kind of the same for everybody at
I
that
kind of
point.
wonder. I kind of wonder if Thornhill will be allowed to put down the Stay Wet that they put down last weekend, because VP Stay Wet is awesome. They use it in Omaha and it keeps the track very consistent. But is that I don't know the exact rules with
I don't
if
know, but I'll let you know when I'm there.
yeah, I wanted to go, but dude, that dog's leg costs too much money. We spent 5 grand fixing the dog
I know.
total. The surgery was X amount, and then follow-up visits and all that. JJ wondering what our thought on the new 1A scale.
You haven't checked that out, have you?
Oh, the
It's
on-road
pretty
track.
cool.
Is that
Yeah.
Dieters?
Well,
Dude,
kind of.
well, Dieter's been posting about it.
Yeah, so exactly. So the owner is actually, I think it's Dan Lewis. I don't remember his last name, but it's Dan something. Pretty interesting and nice guy. I met him when I went up to Thunderdome last year. Uh I'm glad they didn't go with the exact layout they had on paper.
Okay.
This one seems to be, they made a couple small tweaks, but I think it's better this way. Um, it's a world-class facility. So it's a ribbon style track, which means it's
Yep.
like looks like it's cut out of, like a track is cut into grass.
Yep.
They have heated and cooled pits, full electric. I think their first race is either this weekend or it was last weekend. I can't remember now. Um, Looks very nice. No expense spared. Big bucks put into this track. I really hope it works out good. Um,
How far are you from?
it's like 6.5 hours.
So you'll go to a racer once or twice a year, potentially.
Maybe. It's a lot for me
Yeah,
by
like I said,
myself.
that's one of those things. It's like, alone, I would drive down to the Hoosier Plex once or twice a year if I didn't have a gig there, and if they had a
Mhm.
race I wanted to do. I would do that once, maybe twice. So Jeremiah's wondering if I'm going to run 1A scale on road again. Heard Omaha was going to be a thing again. It's going to be in Lincoln. Um, the same group of guys. It's going to be the Heart of America. It's going to continue on. The series started in 1972. Um, I'm. I always think about it. Then I think about people. Here's, and it's not even a secret. Here's the truth behind it. If I don't have a team motor, I can't keep the cars are so good. All you're doing is tracing a line with the car, okay, and having your 2-speed hit correctly. So that's one of the things that you need the horsepower, and you can spend $1,000 on a motor, and you're not going to have anything close to, let's say, Bryce has, or any of the top guys, or Uri Huddy. You're so far out of it with the motor game. But now, and I was talking to Ronnie Wint about this in Omaha. Ronnie Wint is talking about doing spec fifth scale on road down there. Now, I would be down for that. Definitely down for that, because I can out tune every single one of those guys. And they've ran fifth scale on road for quite a few years. I don't care. I don't care. I can out tune. I can make my clutch hit way harder. I can get another 2,000 RPM out of my motor. Call it spec all you want. Oh, I'm gonna play.
I think the GTE class is also pretty neat.
I really do like some of the electric classes that they're doing. The
And then
GT, yeah.
X-Ray just released a new one too.
But that's another thing, though. That is the combatant of nitro is electric, because electric is so much no matter what you do, a good electric car speed wise is faster than nitro, no matter
It depends
what.
on the track and the
I,
track size.
I would think a good large motor. I would
Well,
think.
if you have an open, like Queen City, we'll say,
Yep.
I would suspect that the times are very similar for nitro and electric because it's such a wide open track
Sure. Sure.
and it's so big.
Yep.
In terms of layout and all that. So it's more like the layouts are fun to drive on electric, mod touring wise.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
they're good. It's actually really different than what I'm used to running on, and
Yep.
so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the line, excuse me, the line and the way the fast nitro and skill guys drive,
Yep.
is completely different than my line.
I'll tell you what, the way the clutch hits and how you have to keep the cars like wound, that could screw with your line quite a bit.
Yeah, they're like going into corner sideways.
Yep.
And like it's like the nose is pinned down and the rear is just doing one of these things the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. This whole nitro versus electric and gas versus electric, that brings us pretty well into this Losi 5TE 3.0. Dude, I still don't like it. Okay, I'll be honest. But I don't hate it the way I hated it. Let me find it here. That's right here. I got to make sure I'm sharing the correct screens. All right. So this is a Losi. Let's see if I can get, there we go. So this is an electric version. I hated it, the idea at first. And everybody's like, oh, can we run electric with gas? I'm like, sure. Speed wise, this thing's stupid. Okay. They run a 12S on this thing at 50 mile an hour. Jeremiah says it doesn't nosedive like the ones you run. No, well, we fixed that problem, Jeremiah. But anyways, so that's a problem. I think people who allow them to run, they need to, I don't know, man. They need to cap them at 8S. They'll get them closer. I mean, they won't be gas speed, but they'll get them closer. Okay. Yeah, and there's things I love and there's things I hate. One thing I love is the body is 6 pieces instead of 3 or 4. Because usually the body are your 2 rear fenders and your roof and your side doors are usually one piece. They're separate with this. And then you have your hood. I like the body a lot. The flat nose, it's a preference.
It looks good though. It looks like, it looks like a trophy truck.
I hate it. I don't love it. But I don't hate it. I do hate this stupid spare tire. Why waste everybody's time and money with that? And when I say that is that spare tire, that rim with that foam with that tire costs about $75. Why are you wasting our time and money? You know what I mean?
Maybe the racing market isn't going after on this one.
But even though Basher, so we'll go into another thing I like because we went into something I hated right now. So another thing I really like, the bigger shocks and the nicer shocks. I forget the exact size, but they're at least 10 millimeters wider diameter than the stock ones, than the 2.0. The 2.0
10 millimeter.
at least. Well, the thing
Wow,
is,
those things are massive.
the shock fade with the stock shocks. So I don't have the mod. Who is Herky is my homeboy. We got to know that person. But anyways, the after a 10-minute run, if you put your hand on the rear shocks, they're warm. After a 20-minute run, they're hot and the oil is like water.
Oh, that's no good.
No. So, I mean, they solve.
You need a heat sink for your shock.
Yeah. Well, mod makes a really good shock. I just, every time I think I have the cash for it, some other stuff comes up.
Yeah, you gotta take a
Gotta
kid to
take care of
Alaska.
other things, Yeah,
So-
exactly. But
We're getting.
so
What else do you like or hate about this? Because we're getting along here. We got a lot of other stuff to cover.
Yep, I hate the tires. I hate them. This is the equivalent of putting crawler tires on your short course truck and think it'll be good. That giant sidewall that's both in the front and rear, freaking terrible. I hate them. They're way larger diameter and way heavier than the 1.0 and 2.0 tires. Another thing I hate, the truck without batteries weighs 51 pounds.
What?
51. My fifth scale with a full tank of 0.23 of a gallon, almost a full quarter gallon. My truck with a full tank of gas weighs 39 pounds.
Wow.
Okay.
With batteries, that's got to be close to 55 pounds.
55. And that's another place where they just, I'll tell you what, there are parts on this truck that I love and that I'm going to make fit on my truck. And they are going to make a gas version. Let's see if I can find an up top view. And I'll tell you how I know. And they talked about this in one of their videos, so I'm not. Oh, crap, it went away. Anyways, on the center diff brace, they have places for a brake cam, for 2 brake cams for front and rear brakes. So
$1,500. Is that ready to run?
Except batteries. But that's how much it costs. They upgraded the servo. They ain't go hard enough. So the old servos that came in the truck were about 400 ounces of torque. Okay.
This one's 1,000, right?
1,000. Better, not enough. But
what do you need?
You need 2,000. You need
2,000.
Yeah.
That'll break your finger off if you get it in there. Holy
cow. It will. It will, and it will legitimately break your finger.
Wow.
We're like, so I'm running a 4S servo system. So I'm running 2,650 ounces of torque at 0.07.
Dude.
Yeah. My dad is running a 2S system. So he's running 1,964 ounces of torque at 0.12 transit speed. And that's the difference between the 2S and the 4S. So there's a lot of good. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to flip and hate this thing. And it's like, the more I look at it, I'm like, all right, I get where they're going. I wouldn't have gone that way. But the excitement, I thought people were going to rip that thing apart. People on the comments are like, I just pre-ordered, I did this, I did that. And like I said, I might buy one for parts. Not an electric one.
No, you're a purist.
No, I'm not a purist. I would love an electric one. That sensorless Spectrum system I would not like.
No, they're hard. On the bottom end, for 8 scale, on the bottom end, sensorless systems are difficult to control.
So I used to have in one of my really, really, really early e-buggies for A scale, I had sensorless. It was like a light switch, and when you hit your throttle, it literally made a loud click. And people with the same system, it wasn't just me. I have a sensorless in the slashes that I absolutely hate, and there's sensorless in the mini that I absolutely hate. But you know, if they did, I mean, I would freaking, I would love to have it electric. Do you know how much time that would save me?
You know
It's
how much
like,
money that would save you?
oh yeah, totally. Um, yeah, it would save a ton of money. So let's see here. Sorry, guys, I'm multitasking.
Joe, do you
Oh,
have the new MI10 available?
yes, I do have the new MI10. This one, sorry, guys, I am sniffling. When Zach starts describing this thing, I am going to blow my nose because I am dying.
That was my intent here. So the MI10 is the latest Schumacher touring car. Their premium one. It is available with the carbon or steel chassis. Big fan of that. I like that they're following in the associated footsteps on that. This car looks to be like an X426 and a Schumacher MI9 had a baby. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's definitely a Schumacher. This is very similar to what I expect the X427 to look like. This is the steel chassis they have here. You can tell because the bulkheads are the chassis shape is more of a football shape. The carbon chassis has more cutouts near the bulkheads, and the chassis itself does not have a cutout for the carbon. But so if you could keep going, Joe, on the pictures. So they changed the shocks position here. I believe they're all inward now.
Yes, they look
they I thought for a while there it was going to have like some automatic style shocks, some different.
like a
Yeah,
disc setup type.
yeah, right. Instead of a shock, a dampener.
Yeah.
The sway bars are now mounted super low. Uh,
Let's see if there's a good.
so
There we
I think they have some of just sway bars
go.
somewhere.
Do they?
I
Sorry.
think so. That's okay. Um,
Eh,
it's 5,000 pictures of the car right now.
Yeah, there is. I mean, there we go. There's a
There we go. Yeah, so you can
oh,
see the sway bar there. Yeah, right there.
on the
So that's the
chassis.
front. Yeah, so I mean, that's an automatic style mounting
Yes.
position. They also chose to go with kind of, I don't know how to really describe this, but it looks like an automatics with regular dampeners. Obviously, the dampener
Yes.
or the shock is not here in this
I'm out of
picture.
photos.
Yeah, I think that's actually a rendering.
Yeah.
And then they chose to go with uh gray instead of black like the last version.
So let's see
Um,
what kind of so they used spring steel as well. So it seems like
mhm.
spring steel is starting to beat out the 316 stainless.
I think there's only so much to go around, and
Yeah.
companies are gonna have to start sourcing what works,
Well,
and that might be different.
I'll tell you what, pretty soon. Um right now the mills are running really light. Pretty soon you're going to be making a car out of what you can get. Like for example, um if you try to get grade 50 steel, oh, good luck. They're all the grade 50 steel is being bought up by data centers.
Huh. For what?
I don't know. That's what is explained to me, but I watch the most boring podcast in the world. More boring than this one. uh, um, about steel. It's called Cup of Joe, and it's just a terrible podcast about the metal market and not just on the United States side, but worldwide. There's shortages. The mills are screwing people, and material is very much a global thing. And when you're at war, well, guess what? So when I first took over, we couldn't buy Russian material anymore. So, you know what I mean? And it's like we can't get X material from here anymore, or you can get material from here, but it'll be junk. So a good example is if you get aluminum from the Middle East and try to form it, it's going to crack. So,
yeah. So looking at the price on these, the steel is 720 euros, or for everybody else in the world,
$900.
I mean, us, yeah, $850.
Yeah.
Put that in perspective, the X-Ray X426 is $879, and then the, the carbon fiber kit is $680, which is $800.
That's so wild because carbon costs more than spring steel. I wonder if the spring steel is harder to machine. Oh yeah, everything's gone up, guys. I mean, seriously, but I notice in the material market mostly because that's a big part of my job is ordering material.
Yeah, I think, Keenan, I think the so the No Name RC podcast said, how about sauce ingredients? Has that gone up too? I think there's so much margin in sauce that if the components doubled in cost, that they probably wouldn't increase the price by much. For companies like SXT, TDK, Sticky Kicks, I think Red Monster in drag racing.
Depends. It depends on if they're petroleum based or not.
I don't think it matters.
Isn't like TDK? Isn't that like?
It's supposed to be safe to eat.
Supposed to be, and it's the only lab tested. Like, so a lot of people are like, "Oh, ours is safe." TDK is the only one that was tested as safe.
A lot of things are approved by the FDA that you shouldn't eat.
Oh, correct. Do you remember that thing during COVID when they said Lucky Charms is better for you than steak?
I remember a lot of things. Yeah, that was one of them. I mean, we can. I'll digress here, but my point is that I think the margins on sauce are ginormous.
Yes.
So.
He's talking about the worlds. Oh man. So I think there's more to the saucing thing than I heard rumblings. Okay. I don't know. I heard rumblings about people using sauce, and every sauce except for the world's class could use sauce.
Well, let me tell you how it was at the touring car world, and where we can sauce but it's a spec sauce.
Yes.
You have to in the morning, or no, excuse me, when you first checked in,
Yep.
you could have like 18 tires, or I don't know, a ridiculous amount of tires. Just go get your tires. They don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
If you want to go out to your car with some tires on you,
Yeah.
heck, if you had a bag, a backpack, or whatever, you could probably take all of them out to your car and special sauce them. Okay? I
I'm
don't think it's policed very well.
I'm not going to say who did this, but this was at the NCTS at Thunder Road way back in the day. There's a dude. Well, you're not supposed to sauce at INS NCTS events for carpet. Okay, it's against the rules. There is a dude out in the parking lot with his tires in his hand like that, circling with sauce. And I'm like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" He just looks up at me and smiles at me. "Hey, Joe, how's it going?" Like he's doing nothing wrong. I don't think they think that they're doing anything wrong because they already have it in their head that everybody else well. It's I mean,
So I hope I don't see any sauce there. Um, Not that
well,
I'm going to be like walking through the pits patrolling, but like I bet I see a bottle of sauce somewhere.
oh, I guarantee you do. Or I bet you see a bottle of sauce in the cup holder of the rental minivan.
Yeah, I bet it's people aren't as slick as they think they are. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about pricing real quick for off-road versus on-road kits and things. Yeah, on-road prices are like $900 for a premium
Yeah.
touring car.
Yeah.
You know what else you don't have to buy?
Anything?
Upgrade parts.
Yeah. You have to.
You want
So, yeah, go ahead.
The only things you really need to buy for on-road, um, to make your car work are some tuning parts. Depending on your chassis, a sway bar or two,
Yep.
and like let's say 4 springs.
Okay.
Um,
Well, it's that upfront cost, you know?
Maybe like a couple small tuning things, like some top decks,
Yep.
but like,
So,
you know,
here's an example. My fifth scale, if I were to build it brand new right now, with this is including the cost of the new ready to run truck with a lot of crap that you'd throw away. Like if they made a kit, it would be much more cost effective for the racer. I'm running middle of the road with my truck. I'm running 27 to $2,800 with my truck all in. But I don't have mod shocks, I don't have mod brakes. There's a couple of little things I'm missing.
aren't you sponsored by them, Joe? Is that a breach of contract? Do I need to
No,
get a hold of Matt?
actually, in Omaha, I got a few news and some it's wild sometimes. But anyway, so let's say everything goes well. Everything goes well in the season, nothing catastrophic happens. I replace my tires once at a club level. I can run all summer, and I'm just every 2 to 3 weeks, I'm filling up my gas can with 91 non-oxy and putting a little bit of AMSOIL Sabre. I go through 1 quart of AMSOIL Sabre every year, which is $27. The fifth scales are insanely cheap to run, but they're insanely expensive to set up. And that's the problem. People are very short-term creatures. So like they see a B71 and they're like $400 for the roller. Well, when you're done putting on the factory foot parts and this and that and the other, you're 700 into the roller, 750. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that doesn't include a titanium screw kit.
Yeah, well, it depends. You can get down without it.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, for if you're and titanium's not great anyway, but like if you're trying to be compete at the like we'll say a main level,
Yes, but
you
it's
know,
like here's where I would go screw kit, where I'd go full on. Um, I would go full on all lightweight parts so I could run a bigger battery because you're going to get more
uh,
power out of a bigger battery.
I
I should explain the 4,000 to the 5,200. There is a big difference in the battery itself. The 5,200 is way better than the 6,400 and actually weighs about 2 grams more on average than the 6,400.
well, I think we're getting into 7.4 versus 7.6 full
No,
talk here.
this is the whole SMC line of packs.
SMC does not have 5200.
What am I talking? Is it 56?
5600? Yeah.
56, yes.
And we're getting into 7.6 versus 7.4 volt numbers.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. See, I didn't know that. Jeremiah is wondering, when do they think the new 7.2 kit will come out and what do you think they'll charge? I think they're going to keep the $399 price because they raised it with the 7.1. And I think it'll come out within 1 calendar year of when the 7.1 came out. There's going to be new parts. From what I hear, there's going to be new parts hitting the market somewhat soon. But yeah, I mean, they know that the 7.1 was a Band-Aid. He's wondering, what do I think they'll change? I think that they'll keep the B7 like center line, and I think they'll go to a B64 pivot and arms, just like we're all currently doing. Like I just bought a factory.
Cost.
I just bought a factory foot bulkhead and C&D block for my 7.1 and Joe 3.7 to get the old pivot. And what you have to do to make a front sway bar work, I'll tell you what, if Joe 3 breaks a front arm on his car, he's going to learn how to drill and tap. Dude, it's just dumb. It really is at this. I mean, but I'll tell you what, though, the 7 platform works really well on clay. I ran my T7 on clay, and it was a great truck on clay. The feeling of that truck, man, I don't know about, you know.
Do
Go ahead.
do you think we should announce our special thing yet, or do you
Sure,
want to wait?
sure.
We're an hour in.
Yeah, we're an hour in, and yeah, D-Man is wondering though, do you think he should just take a loss and say the F up on the B7 and go back to an updated B64? I think the B7 or they might not even call it a B7 anymore. They might go to the B8, kind of like how
They're
they got.
gonna go back. They're gonna go
Yeah,
B65.
that would be funny. That would be funny. But like the B5 name and the T5 name, that didn't last very long. They might do something like that, but I think that the newest car that comes out will be closer to because I mean, if you look at an X-ray, dude, they've just been refining the B64, and it's a different car than when they start, but it's still very B64-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on carpet. I'm not so sure, but everything seems good. It's like the tires are way more important. I mean, they're important on carpet, but they're crucial on clay.
Yeah.
It almost seems like the tire is going to win you a race. Yeah, we should announce our contest. So when people have been making comments here, let me share the screen. When people have been making comments here, I've been putting their name in as a spinny wheel. Let's see.
So this is episode 200, so it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, episode 200.
We're gonna do some big deal stuff.
I talked to Zach. I'm like, Zach, I think we should give away a charger setup. And you're like, hey, that's a great idea.
Hmm?
So as you guys have been commenting, I've been putting your name in a wheel. Oh, is it up? Oh man, it just popped up weird.
No,
Okay,
it's up.
there we go. So I've been putting your name in a wheel. There's a couple of YouTube names. I don't know, like Herky is my homeboy and D-Man123. I'm sure I could figure out your name if you want, but we're not going to draw yet. So Jeremiah says he needs a charger. You were the second person I put in after Winders, but
Yeah, so we didn't announce this. We just wanted to be for you guys, for
yeah,
the
we
people that
wanted,
are supporters.
because that's the thing. If we announce a contest, there's going to be 50 to 100 extra people watching who normally don't support the podcast. And we wanted this for people who support the podcast. And some
Well,
have
it's
been,
live anyway.
yeah, well, it's live. We do appreciate the people listening, but it's something good for live. And
Hey, if you're listening to this now after the fact,
yeah,
drop a comment, send Joe a message, send myself a message, tell us that you like listening to it afterwards, because that's cool. I think it's really cool that you're listening at all, even live. But like, thanks for watching, guys.
yeah, definitely. You know what sucks? We never got. So for a while there, right before and during COVID, we were number one in Malaysia. Okay. Like we were beating Rogan in Malaysia.
What?
Yeah, we were like number one overall. I don't know why.
Okay.
Okay. But what sucks is when we went to a live format, none of them came over and it dropped off. Like their listening dropped off, and we haven't even made the top 100 in years. Let's see here. I'm at a name sound because people realize.
Well, yeah, but these guys have been watching or listening, and now they'll drop a comment, but they're still they're still here.
Well, yeah, they've been here. They just normally don't talk.
No, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to talk. It's nice though.
No, you don't have to.
We try to interact.
Yes.
But yeah, so let's. We got a couple other small things to go over.
Yep.
So we have. You have on here. What does AE have to win on carpet?
So this was a friend sent me this question that we both know very well, and I'm like, it's kind of a smart ass thing, but it's like, but right. AE on carpet has been lacking in what we have to do to the two wheels and what we're gonna be doing to the four wheels. But take away off-road, the TC8, it's a great car. The TC8 is the best average Joe car you could probably get for the money. Absolutely.
Oh, especially for the money. If you put the money consideration in there, I would 100%.
Yes. Cost is a factor. But it's not going to win a Worlds in its current state.
No. Well, if it's low grip Worlds, maybe.
Yeah, but even the 128 scale World, the RC28, it's a great car. It's not going to win a PNWC. It's not. And I know that they've been working on new versions of everything. They're always working on new versions of everything.
Well, you have to.
Yes, but they're wondering what they need to do is to go back to winning ways. And I think there's a spectrum of answers. I think that they need to scrap the two-wheel platform. I think the four-wheel platform is very good, and with what they're doing with what they're doing with that mini truggy chassis, It's going to be good because they're going to go back to a wider front pivot because the mini truggy chassis and the B84 chassis are the same length, and you're getting the length from the mini truggy because they swept the arms.
Let me tell you what I would do if I had some rain in associated.
Yep.
Hello, Dominic? Yeah. Can we buy your B74.1 that you've been kicking everyone's ass with for the past 2 years? Okay. Yeah. All right. Just let us know a price. Thank you. He was killing it up until he switched to Schumacher. He's still killing it. But that car is 5 years old.
Yeah.
Granted, with the R1 parts. That should be the B84.1.
I think that they were getting a lot of pressure of the platforms that they were on being stale. And I've talked, but you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you though. I do like the B7.1 way over the B7.
B74?
No, I'm talking 2-wheel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The 4-wheel, the B84, oh, it's a handful to drive, but man, it's so much faster than that B74 too. I had a fully tricked out 74.2, super comfortable to drive. And so my son's driving that car right now. So I went back to back with the cars.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on average 0.2 of a lap faster with the B84, but I'm more consistent with the 74 too. You know, there's less mistakes being made because the car is so comfortable to drive.
You know, Winders asked who we thought was going to win the 10 skill dirt nationals. And I think we go stock and mod, 2-wheel drive, and 4-wheel.
So
you want to go first?
Stock. All right, let's go 2-wheel drive. I think Nate Sutherland's going to win. 4-wheel drive, one of the Raymond twins.
Nate doesn't run stock anymore.
That's right. He did a little bit.
Yes. But I think you're in stadium truck.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention that. We'll mention that in a little bit. So stock then. Who? Dominic Passion with that R1 buggy is going to give it his first Roar national title.
Second. I think he won the last one.
Did he win it with the R1?
Yes.
Okay. Or because I know they started the R1 car as like a Frankenstein and they developed the car around certain things.
If memory serves me, I believe Dominic won the last 2-wheel drive Roar Nats, and he did it with the R1B.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
What?
Mike says he believes Nate is running stock at Nationals.
There you go. I mean,
wow, dang. Well, let's go top 3.
So, top 3 in no order. Talon, if he goes, Dominic Passion and Nate Sutherland in 2-wheel.
For stock.
For stock. For 4-wheel, that's tough because Nate hasn't been having a good time in 4-wheel lately. Shoot, one of the Raymond twins.
In stock?
In stock 4-wheel.
Do they even run stock?
I believe they're still running stock.
You're right. They are. Because I remember a conversation I had.
Yes. If he goes, I'm going to say your dark horse top 3 in stock 4-wheel is going to be Owen Vanderbeek.
Okay.
Oh, they're running mod. Man, why are all these stock kids running mod now? It's like they're trying
to make... That's what I thought they were running mod. I was like, man, I guess I got it wrong. I don't know.
4-wheel, I'm not sure then. I mean...
All right, well, let's go to mod then.
Mod, in no particular order, is going to be Aiden Horn, Spencer Rivkin, and Dakota Fend in both classes.
Both classes. Okay.
What do you think?
Give me just 1 second here. So,
But then
stock.
you can't count out Rindernick for mod either. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So stock. I'm going. I'm going Dominic.
Yep.
Nate, if he's running stock.
Yes.
And I'm torn on who's going to do what. If it was Nate last year, I would say Nate.
Yeah.
But if Nate hasn't been running a lot of stock, it's a toss up for me.
It's a different
and
drive.
Yeah, it is. And then I'll go Dustin Fox for both two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive.
God, yeah. Then what about and then there's all these great stock drivers you forget about.
Well, there's Aaron Mitchell.
I was just going to say that Aaron Mitchell. I thought I'll be honest, I thought he was going to fall flat on his face when he went from X-Ray to Associated, but he's been doing very well.
There's so many good drivers. If Talon has a good weekend, you could put Talon up there.
Talon always has. Yeah. What about Hunter King? Mike's got a good point.
So many good drivers. Hunter's, you can't count Hunter.
I would say Hunter King would be.
Play?
I would say almost a definite podium for four-wheel. I mean, but like you said, there's so many. Like, I was looking at the last round of INS in Michigan, and it's like, holy crap. Ted's saying Chase Lemieux for mod. I mean, you can't go wrong.
So that's me, right? I was going for Chase and mod, two-wheel and four-wheel. Then I'm going Dakota, and then Davey Bata. But Brock's gonna be there.
Yeah, you can't count out Brock.
You gotta put. I'm putting Brock up there instead of Davey.
I'm just going by past results.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Roar Nationals is a different thing. I know Aiden Horn's done well, Spencer Rivkin has done well, and Dakota Fend has done well. But so is Brock, and then Brett. Yeah, there's
I believe Brock's the defending champion of both.
He is. But I'm still gonna stick with my.
And Brennan, Brennan was on a tear last year. If he gets it together this year,
yeah.
Not that he's been bad. He's just not been. I don't know. He started out last year so good.
Oh yeah.
Well, Trish was at FCC too, and Brock and Nate were doing really good then.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. So sorry guys, I've been putting in names. I've been trying to keep up. So if you comment, you're gonna be put into the wheel for a free charger setup from DRC. And that's the thing though, it's the thing is there are so many potential at the Nationals. Davey Bata, I would put him on the top of everything if you could get rid of that one mistake. That one mistake when he doesn't make it, he is the fastest guy on the track. Hold on here. All right. So, sorry if I spell your names wrong. This is on a different screen, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the end here. At the end of the episode, we'll be spinning for the winner. What brand of car do I think since it's Clay, Associated always has a really good chance, and X-Ray always has a really good chance. TLR has a good chance. Schumacher is very, very good. They were falling behind a little bit on Clay, but I think that they got that under control now.
At Clash, didn't Schumacher do well?
They did well, but I don't. And again, that was January.
Well, I think we talk about more Brock than the team itself. I mean, the team itself did good.
Yes.
Right. They didn't do bad.
You have Tom Rinnernick, who's always good for a top 4 and is always, if his gear is on, is always in contention to win.
Well, let me put the hey Mike, can you tell me if Cole is going to be at Nats? Because I'll put Cole as my dark horse for top 3 in Mount if he's going.
Yeah.
Because that boy can wheel, man. He doesn't do it all the time, but if he's there,
it's almost like there's a pressure off of him now that it's not his trying to make it into a career.
Yeah. So I'll put Cole as my dark horse then.
Yeah. God, holy crap, why can't I remember his name? He's the dude from the UK who worked a full-time job, 2003 world champ. He just retired last year. Holy crap.
Pavitas?
No, UK.
What are we talking about? Yeah.
It's like his dad passed away.
He's like when you need him.
I know.
Shoot.
But regardless, he's like, it's Neil Craig. Neil Craig.
Yes, thank you. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. But Neil Craig, he did all of his accomplishments working a full-time job. Jeremiah's wondering about Kyosho in the top 10. No, because they only have a driver currently to do it.
Well, what about Mugen? You think? No, well, Kilich isn't showing up. Mugen's nobody in the U.S. right now.
I mean, the Mugen's a great car. Don't get me wrong.
It's a good car.
But yeah, you have no support. You have no top drivers.
I'd argue the same for Kyosho and
Mike makes a point. Cole made the main at the Worlds, and that was a hard freaking main to make.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Cole could make the podium.
Yeah, no, totally.
I still put Brock above Cole in terms of consistency. But man, sometimes Cole just pulls it out, and Brock has bad days, and it's Jeremy Haas Jr. Well, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. That I recognize the name. That's not the first time I've seen that name.
Let me look up the entries for.
I can't tell you where I saw that name. But that's the thing. You know what I think it's going to come down to is tire. HB or Hot Race. Why do I keep going through that list in my head when I end up Hot Race? Dude, I'm a J Concepts guy. Don't get me wrong. But for slicks, Hot Races put the clay world on notice. And they better catch up, and they better catch up by nationals, or Hot Race is going to sweep the podium.
I think we could put Bryce Butterfield as my dark horse for stock.
Yeah, what he did at the Clash? Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. First time on those cars.
Yeah. I definitely
Sammy super out there too.
So Sammy will not.
I don't think he will win, but I think my picks are solid, and then Bryce is my dark horse in stock. But I think Sammy could take a podium.
If Sammy did his contract with what it said, Sammy could win because Sammy is on Tizio, and Sammy signed with Tizio to be more than a team driver. So the guys on Tizio that run the slicks, they can run the tire, and if something's better, they can switch to that tire. Like a lot of tire companies have that in the clause.
So I do have a question after we're done.
Yeah. Okay. But Sammy is I've talked to Sammy once or twice since he signed with Tizio. I'm like, dude, why don't you switch your tires to right now the best slick on the track is Hot Race. Why don't you switch to Hot Race? He goes, well, how are we supposed to make the Tizios better? So
I talked to Sammy about that too. Very, very inspiring.
yes, he's in it to make the company better and to make Tizio a legitimate competitor. That's going to take a little bit, but that's what Sammy is currently doing.
So I have a question for you, Joe, and
Yeah.
maybe the most important question we've posed this whole time.
What's up?
Will Cav make the show in two-wheel and four-wheel drive at
Two
Nashville?
wheel, yes. Four wheel, absolutely not.
Well, we have the same, I believe, the same 14 racers in two-wheel and four-wheel.
Yep.
So we have.
He's not going to do it in four wheel. He's going to be fifth or sixth in two wheel.
So we have Davey, Cav,
Yep.
Brock, Billy, Hayden, Aiden, Chase, Hiroka. I don't know how to say your name.
Mike is yes in both. I don't think so.
Zach Noai, Fenn, Chase, Levi, Raymond, Rivkin, Andrew Swanson, and Cole Tollett.
Yeah.
I know there's going to be a few more people that sign up, but well,
with that group, yes, he makes it in both. But I think at four wheel,
there's a lot of names on here that I am missing.
I want to say in four wheel he scrapes in. Well, with how insane that sounds, I think he's solid in the A and two wheel. I think he scrapes in on four wheel, and that's not. I mean, Cav's a 10 scale guy, man. But I mean, and four wheel, don't give me, every class used to be his class, but he's really shined with two wheel.
I think he goes 10.
You think he goes 10 and four?
Both. So I'll go, you got Davey, Brock, Horn, Lemieux, Fenn, both Raymonds, Rivkin, Howard. Oh, shit. No, he's 11.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think he, like I said, he's well in the show for two wheel, four wheel. He's barely in or not, or just misses.
And this is no ill will against Cav. I think he's a nice guy and on all the things, but it's
but there's also there's also a point. There's also a point to where I think he's doing, and at this point, can he afford to do his career like Rinderknecht and only do 10 scale? Because if he could only do 10 scale, he would have a great twilight to his career.
I think he has, and I'll speculate.
Yeah, I don't know his money.
I don't know. Right. I bet he makes $50,000 a year, 10 scale.
Yep.
I bet he makes $50,000 a year, 8 scale.
Yep. And contingencies and all that other junk.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have, salary wise. So you could make a decent living off that. Yeah. I don't know if his wife works or not. I think he has 2 or 3 kids.
He's got some.
He's got at least 2 kids.
Yeah.
So, I get it. That's tough. And, we've talked about this before, but the thing that Cav didn't do, that Tebow did, that Hadberg did, that Rivkin did, name your racer. Drake. There's a lot of great examples for different ways to stay viable after you're done being fast.
I don't think he wants to. I think when he's done racing, it'll be a lot like Matt Francis. We'll never see him again until like a vintage event.
I bet it's going to be more like Tessman.
Sure, yeah.
Because Francis has come back.
Francis only came back for vintage. He wouldn't have come back otherwise.
But he did, though. I don't. If you in 20 years, if you ask Tessman, hey, we'll pay for everything, he'd be like, I'm done.
He very well could be. Well, it depends on where he is in his life as
That's
well.
true. That's true.
I mean, Tessman's very. I don't know if he's started his family yet, but I know he's looking to.
Mhm.
But that's the thing, though. He's like still rock crawling with his dad here and there. Tessman is, but that's an. Here's another thing, though. How do you think Cav would be in a team management role?
I don't know him at all.
I don't either. I mean, I interviewed him for 10 minutes on a mod stream once.
You know what?
And
Maybe I'll talk to Cav at World and see if we can get to know him better on this podcast.
And you know what? Cav and Kurt Busch were very similar, as in like their mannerisms, their attitudes towards winning, their attitudes towards racing. They had like this championship confidence about them. It's pretty cool to see. I mean, way different genres of racing, and they're champions in way different things.
You know who I think would be a good team manager in like 10 years?
Who?
Renderneck.
Absolutely. Dude is one of the most, like, I talked to him on some of the practice days at the Plex, and I talked to him about what they're doing for tires at Island and what we're doing for tires at the hobby. Just general questions. I mean, Tom is the friendliest dude in the world.
Wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
Still can be like a Brett Selke-esque character.
Well,
right?
that's what have. So BT's been team manager for Team Associated for probably more than 20 years. How many more?
Somebody who is relatively fast at the, we'll say the twilight of his career.
Yeah.
Excuse me. We have somebody who's extremely knowledgeable. You have somebody who's personable. Tom, very talkative, very outgoing.
Yep.
He'll be 10 years older, so these young man issues that could be, every really young man has.
I've talked to a few of those guys.
No, every young man has these.
Yeah,
quirks.
We could say he's mature for his age.
No. No. Tom, if you're listening, Mike, no disrespect, but he's just, he's a young man. Probably the same thing could be said about me. I'm a little mature for my age, but I think in 10 years, Tom's going to be a well-rounded man, and he would be great to step into a team manager role at potentially Schumacher or Coyote or whatever brand he hangs his hat on, and really do some cool things, because he's, again, he'll still be super fast. He still will be potentially like, maybe winning shows. Like, we don't know what 10 years from now holds for Tom Renderneck.
Well, here's my question. This is why I asked this about Cav. Because the European Team Associated team is winning under Craig. Craig Drescher is BT over in Europe, okay? Mm-hmm. He had a huge role in Carup. I don't know if he has such a big role with Ungaro, but, he's a European team manager. Is Team Associated going to pull a Christian Horner on BT? Because example, that's the question. Now that's why I asked, would Cav,
because
Cav would be good as a team manager. Now, because I looked at full scale Formula One. I looked at the whole Christian Horner thing. Is Christian Horner, the reason they weren't winning wasn't Christian Horner's fault. They put freaking I hate the guy that they put in the second car at the end of the year, Red Bull at the end of 2020.
Or Liam Lawson.
Yuki.
Yuki.
I dislike Yuki with every piece.
Anyways.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So they're blaming Christian Horner when they can't get a real second driver in the car. It
Well,
wasn't.
I think there's a
Horner.
lot of things going on. You can't just sit. But let's
From
relate it back
what
to
I see.
RC for everyone else.
So now back to RC, BT. So Team Associated looks at Europe and they look at Craig Drescher and they're like, why is Zingaro winning everything? Why is Marcus Carup, doing as well as he is for such a young man with a two world championships under his belt? Dos. And then in comparison, look at Thornhill. What's Team Associated America doing in comparison?
You know who I think would have been a great role for that is Dustin Evans.
True, yeah, and he went the real estate route.
Yeah, Dustin's. Yeah, I mean, obviously not, but
Dustin's out. But that's why.
But who could also?
Are they going to use
double duty as Matty G?
Matty G is very good at where he's at.
I know, but would you? Matty is like really good at hobby ring.
Right. He's very good at hobby. But what I'm saying, though, I'm not saying BT is doing a bad job at all. What I'm saying is, will Team Associated use BT as a scapegoat and Christian Horner him?
But who? Like, there's not even like at least there's. I don't even know who's second in command at Team Associated.
I think they would have to bring in Cav.
That's a huge mistake. That's going backwards.
So was the dude that they hired at Red Bull.
You put Randy
Castor? Yes,
thank you. I know, or you put who's managing for Randy? One Up now.
Joe Pillars. Joe Pillars was Yokomo for many years, and he did a phenomenal job.
I think you go like something like if you want to, but Brent's got probably like 10 more years before he's tired.
I think BT has done a phenomenal job with what he has been given. But they don't look at, and this is just me just all speculation, but it's like you look at this world's warm-up and Team Associated doesn't see the crazy talent that Zingaro has. They don't see that at all. They're like, well, we're paying Rivkin the same amount. Why isn't he up there? They're not looking at the difference in talent levels.
If they pay, well, it depends on their other tasks. But if we just go off of race results.
Yes.
But, Rivkin does 10 scale. And Zingaro does not. But normally.
Yeah. And when he does, he just kind of backs into world championships. He's ridiculous.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. Rivkin might be. I think he'd be a bad team manager, but
well, here's the talent level. So you look, even though Rivkin finished in front of Brandon Rose, I would say Brandon Rose in general is a better A scale driver than Rivkin because that's all Brandon Rose does. If you gave Brandon Rose a 10 scale, I don't think he could make a main at a 10 scale Worlds, let alone challenge for a win the same way Zingaro can. I don't think Zingaro, he might do
There's
a Euro.
Levels.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's
like there's very few people who can do 10 scale and 8 scale. So you have like Bruno Coelho.
Yep.
Dakota Fenn, Chase Lemieux, Rana Falk, Rivkin. Schumacher's driver. Why can't I think of his name?
Well, it's not Brock. Brock hasn't done A scale.
No, not Brock. No, the
God, what? Yeah, dude, what's wrong with us? Holy dude, he's the best 10 scale
He's-
driver on
He's the
anything in the
best
world.
driver in the world right now. Mike, help me out.
It is.
I don't know,
Michael.
but
It's
you
Michael.
have like
I don't know the last. I can't think of the last name.
you have like 10 or 15 people in the world.
Yeah.
Michael, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Mikhail Orlovsky.
Yeah.
You have 10 or 15 people in the world who can make the show in 10th scale or 8th scale. Very few can do it in any category. So you have Mikhail, you have Bruno, well, you had Bruno, Rana Falk.
Yeah.
Stuck at 3. I'm sure there's some Japanese guy who's Kuki Kato. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
The Japanese guy. He's really good.
But regardless, there's
you got a couple guys in the world that can make the show in multiple classes. So
I'll tell you what, the way BT pushes and the way he pushes the factory, I hope they don't do a Christian Horner on him. But that has been on my mind.
Why would they?
What I just said. Okay, so take away Team Associated. Look at Thunder Tiger. Do you really? Thunder Tiger looks at the salaries. Do you really think anybody at Thunder Tiger besides numbers know what's happening in the racing world?
I bet they do.
I don't think. I don't know. You know who we also?
I bet somebody at Horizon does too.
There's one dude who's doing all the deals the same way Thomas Tran did. I forget his name, but he works his balls off and gets little recognition.
I think there are people in every organization that actually know what's going on, and then those people don't run it.
Sure, yeah.
But we're coming up, close to 2 hours here, Joe.
But yeah, before we drop, I'd like to say, rest in peace, Jay Campbell. Yes, Ben Ellis. Mike Winters has Ben Ellis is a TLR guy who does every freaking thing for Horizon. Jay Campbell passed away last weekend from cancer. It is very unfortunate. Jay Campbell, man, my youth was formed up at his racetrack in Starbuck, Minnesota. A lot of people in Minnesota have, we have all kinds of stories of, wait until everybody goes to bed and raiding coolers for, Michelob's and all that. But Jay Campbell's the one who made it all happen. I was really good friends with his son before he passed away. And I mean, yeah, we're gonna miss the guy. He was an awesome guy to have at the track and hang around at the BS with. So yeah, rest in peace, Jay Campbell. It's gonna suck without you, man. All right, let's do the wheel here. Let me bring it up on my screen so I can actually. So these are all the people who have commented throughout the episode. I should say comments are closed. So some of the people, it's the nicknames from YouTube. So
before we do this, let's officially state what we're giving away.
All right. We discussed we're going to do a charger setup with your leads.
But what does that include, Joe? What are they winning?
They're winning a Toolkit M8D, your power supply with a nice like USB port and an awesome wrap, and all the cables to go along with it.
Okay.
Is there anything else, dude? I am sick.
I think they need a lipo bag.
I do,
and probably a T-shirt. I think they need a lipo bag and a T-shirt.
Definitely.
So you get a charger, you get the power cable, power supply, balance leads, lipo bag, and T-shirt.
Right. I am running on like fever right now. Yeah, Don
You're good.
Tolbert said he race directed the 2000 state champs at Jays, and he said it was the best 3 days he ever had. Yeah, I remember that. I was probably just wasted the whole time. So one everybody for there was something magical about that place because obviously you drive worse when you've been drinking. That was the one place in the world where you got hammered and you did better. I can't tell you how many TQs I've gotten to where I would have blown
Well, you can't
double the
remember, huh?
legal limit. Not very well. But again, that was youth. All right. So let's see here. Let's get that big. All right. Let's shuffle a few times. Shuffled. And let's give it a spin.
Jeremiah, you do that, and I'll talk while you do it. So Jeremiah asks, "Do we have a deal for that package for those that don't win?" We do, in fact. It's called the Pit Package on our website, where you can email or message us. Oh, BJ Williams! All right,
BJ
congratulations,
Williams,
sir.
It slowly went from Curtis I'm to BJ Williams. Well, congratulations, BJ Williams. Super pumped. Dude, awesome. And BJ
So-
does comment on just about every podcast we do as well.
Is that RC Victory Lane?
Yes.
All right. I think I need this on Facebook. I'll do it. I'll send you a message tomorrow.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm super pumped for you, BJ. And I appreciate each and every one of you for listening and for listening for all these years. We have a few original listeners left, but it's like as formats change, as co-hosts change, we get new listeners, all that. We appreciate each and every one of you. We were going to have the original host on this, but I'm like, man, he hasn't raced in years and years, and he's just been fishing. So
Talk about fishing stuff.
I
But
can't.
no, I mean, I think there's a lot of cool things that go on, behind the scenes. So if you
Yeah.
guys see me at the track, come up, say hi, see what's going on. Chances are I have some swag you can ask for. I don't have a ton of stuff. I'm a small company, so I just bring a few things and I keep them in the back. And somebody's cool and they like to talk, I give them a t-shirt or a mug or a koozie, whatever. So I appreciate everyone who's supported DRC, but also, thank you for supporting our podcast.
Yeah.
Mike, you've been really awesome. Just to
Yeah.
name a person who's, kind of come in clutch here and there. Mr. Winters, thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you to all the people who have sponsored us over the last year-ish that I've been a part of this.
Yeah.
I think we're coming up close to 2 years, huh?
Yeah, you're coming up close on 2 years, like 60 some episodes, maybe closer to 70. You started
I'm sorry, Joe.
No, we've been doing. Oh yeah. Oh man, Don's going to ONS in July. I'm pumped for him. Going from the tippy top of the country to the bottom. Because Don lives in Alaska, he's going to Florida.
Oh my.
Yeah. So yeah, once again, thank you and every one of you, everybody who's sponsored, everybody who's co-hosted, everybody who's just been a part. I mean, one of the reasons we went live to have the listeners be more part of the show, and I think it's really helped us out a lot. So I think we should end this one, and we'll be back after your vacation.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit. It'll be like 3-ish, 4-ish weeks.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get maybe a guest on or something, whatever.
Yeah,
So
do it. See if you can get
all
Mike
right.
on.
Yeah, we'll get somebody on for sure. Maybe Mike, but anyways, so I'm Joser Jr. and with me is my co-host Zach Donathan, and we have ran out of talent. Have a good night, guys.